What's up, guys? Alright, so today what we're going to be doing is we're going to be starting our new unit today. This is about la comida, which means food, obviously. So when to start it off, you might have seen it in the background while I was spinning around in my chair, but to start it off, we're going to be starting off with 3 verbs, and they are pensar, which means to think, querer, which means to want, and this last one is hard to pronounce, but I'm just going to try my best. Preferir. I don't know if I pronounced that correctly. That one's a tough one, but that means to prefer. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be going over those 3 verbs and their conjugations, and there's actually one unique thing about those 3 verbs. So I'm going to show you what they are right now. Let's go. This lesson might be short, but whatever. Pensar, querer, preferir. I don't know if I said that right, but whatever. Alright, let's start off with pensar. Yo pienso, tú piensas, él, ella, usted piensa, nosotros pensamos, ellos, ellas, ustedes piensan. Alright, querer. Yo quiero, tú quieras, él, ella, usted quiere, nosotros queremos, ellos, ellas, ustedes quieren. Now preferir. Yo prefiero, tú prefieres, él, ella, usted prefiere, nosotros preferimos, ellos, ellas, ustedes prefieren. Prefieren. I don't know if I said that correctly, but this word, this one is hard to pronounce for me. I don't know why, but just gotta keep practicing it and I'll get better at it. But anyway, those are the conjugations for them. And while I was reading them, did you guys notice anything different? I'm gonna give you a couple of seconds before I tell you. Look at the conjugations. Do you guys notice anything different about them? It's different from our usual conjugations. But I think I went over a few of these in Spanish 1. You guys still haven't figured it out? Alright, well, these verbs are stem changing. What do I mean by that? Let's take pensar, for example. So, pensar, right? You see that E right there? That E right there? That E changes to IE. So it's pienso. Yo pienso. You gotta change that E to an IE. You do that for all of them except for nosotros. Nosotros is the only one that stays the same. So yo pienso, tú piensas, él, ella, usted piensa, nosotros pensamos. Notice that there isn't an IE there. That one stays the same. Ellos, ellas, ustedes piensan. Same thing for querer. Yo quiero. Now don't let the Q and the U confuse you. Remember, these two belong with each other. They're buddies. All you're pretty much doing is taking that E right there and switching it out for an IE. Yo quiero, tú quieras. No. Yo quiero, tú quieres, él, ella, usted quiere. Nosotros queremos. Once again, nosotros stays the same. That one doesn't change. Ellos, ellas, ustedes quieren. Now we move on to preferir. Same thing again. We change the E to an IE. yo prefiero, tú prefieres, él, ella, usted prefiere, nosotros preferimos. Nosotros stays the same as usual, and ellos, ellas, ustedes prefieren. Now take a close look at the preferir. Take a close look at that one. Notice how that one has two E's, right here and right there. So when you're changing it, now this is very important to know. When you're changing it, and a verb has two E's or like any vowel, how do you know which one to change? Do you change the beginning one or do you change the end one? Do you change the first E or the second E? You change whatever vowel it is. Whatever vowel is close to the ending, that's the one that you change. So in this case, we're going to be changing this one right here, because that E is close to the ending. So we're going to change that E to IE. So prefiero. So yeah, so that's pretty much the lesson of those three verbs. And guys, get ready, because we're going to be learning about a different verb. It's not going to be in this video. We're going to be learning about the verb pedir, which means to ask. And the verb gustar is going to be in there. And the verb gustar is also going to be in there somewhere. Because, like, obviously, you want to talk about food that you like. So yes. So the verb gustar is going to be in there from time to time. And we're going to learn about the verb pedir. Well, not in this video, obviously, in another video. And also, I went over querer in Spanish 1. I went over that in Spanish 1. But, like, this is about food. So when you're at a restaurant, pensar means to think. Okay, so say I'm at a restaurant, right? And I want to think about what I want. Then querer, which means to want. I finally know what I want, Yes, I finally know what I want. But preferir means to prefer. What if I don't want this item? Well, what if I don't want this meal? I prefer another meal. That's where the verb preferir comes in. So these verbs are normally used. Well, I mean, you can use them like any way you want. Like, it doesn't have to be at a restaurant. You can use these verbs in general, like, in your everyday life. But like when you're at a restaurant, these three verbs are like mainly common. Pensar means to think about what you want. Querer means to want, like, when you finally, like, when you decide, like, what you decide what you want. And preferir means to prefer. So if you don't want that food item, there's other food items on the menu. Maybe you prefer those. So those are the three verbs and their conjugations. Sadly, I don't have them in the present. Sadly, these are only the present tense. I don't have them in the preterite or the imperfect. But don't worry, I will soon. I'll teach you. I'll teach you about the preterite and imperfect of these verbs in another lesson. But for now, yeah. So those are the three verbs, and we're going to be learning about the verb pedir in another lesson, and I'll teach you about the preterite and imperfect for that verb too. And also gustar, we're going to be using that verb from time to time as well. So yeah, so those are the three verbs. This lesson is done. All right, guys. I'll catch you guys later. I hope you enjoyed this lesson. Peace out.